Well, hello and welcome. Welcome. Hi.
Welcome.
Hey. I didn't know if you were asleep at the wheel there or what was happening.
I was. It took me a minute to respond.
Hello. Welcome
To the Movie Men.
to the Movie Men podcast.
Yes.
Yeah. This little show that we do on the internet
Mm-hmm.
occasionally. And by occasionally, I mean usually once a week, every Sunday.
Yeah, when it permits.
Yeah, if you're listening to this right now, it's probably Sunday at about 6:05 because the episode came out at 6 and you rushed on over and listened to it immediately, for which I thank you.
Mm-hmm. We do thank you.
I thank you so much.
And we should get the housekeeping out of the way. If you haven't already, like us on Facebook, follow us on Podbean. Thank you for your support.
What is Podbean, Pete? And how do I like us?
It's a free app, so just go to the app store that you use.
Okay.
Search Pod, as in P-O-D, Bean, all one word, Podbean.
Okay. Like a green bean?
Kinda.
Okay.
Search it, download it onto your phone, and then in the Podbean app, search for the Movie Men, find our logo, and it'll lead us to our page. And
Will it give me a virus?
No. It'll only just give you good episodes of wholesome goodness on the internet, like a radio talk show.
Yeah, and our stuff. Our stuff is on there too.
That's what I was referring to.
Okay,
Yeah.
well.
Wholesome goodness.
Okay. So, it's been a week.
It has.
It's been a week since we've sat down and watched a movie and
Together.
done a thing. So we did it today. And what did we watch, Pete?
We watched the biopic movie that we let the fans have a vote on.
Right, so we had 4 options.
Mm-hmm.
Our 4 options were...
One was Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, one was Straight Outta Compton.
Right. Which, shout out to Ben Sumner for his clever, witty comment.
Ben. Yeah,
I
look at
had
you,
to
Ben.
pull some Da Vinci
I don't
Code to
remember
figure...
it, but
I had to pull out some Da Vinci Code moves to figure out what he was referring
Was
to.
it an anagram?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Then what? So, and then the third was Walk the Line, and what was the fourth option?
Ray.
Ray, that is right.
Hang
Ray.
on, give me, hang on. Oh, this fan is just...
You know, Brady, it's usually a good thing if we have fans of the show.
When we built this studio...
Yeah. Actually, for those who are keeping track at home, this is actually a new place that we're recording an episode, so we'll see if it has any influence on our mechanical
the
sound.
studio that we've... Oh, gosh. Oh, so much noise. I'm sorry, people listening with headphones. My battery is running low.
My goodness.
It's plugged in.
Oh, probably because you turned the light off.
No.
Yeah, I've got to plug in. No?
What is happening?
You gotta edit this out, please.
Oh, okay.
No,
So that outlet just doesn't work.
I'm begging you.
Oh no, this is...
No, we can't keep this.
Okay, so that... Alright.
Did it
All
work?
right.
Did it work?
None of the plugs...
My
No,
plug-in works in.
Okay, that's good. That'll work. We'll do that. Alright.
Is it?
We're good.
Do you have power?
Oh, I got power. Okay, we're back and going. Okay, sorry for that delay.
That has to be cut out.
Oh, we're not editing anything out.
Oh my god.
No, not at all.
All right.
No.
So yeah, the fourth
Because
option.
here's the thing.
What?
When you edit things out, Pete,
Sure. Yeah.
the masses stop trusting you.
That's not even true.
No, it is true. They're like, oh, there's a cut there.
See,
What are they not telling us? It's totally true. That's how it works. That's how the internet works.
okay.
The internet is full of conspiracy theories
Mm-hmm.
and Kardashians.
That's about it.
That's
and
about
hockey scores.
And hockey scores.
That's
Hockey
about it.
sucks.
Hockey
Anyways,
does suck.
so-
We should have an episode about how
there
much
goes
it
half
sucks.
of our 3 followers.
Yeah.
So we watched Walk the Line, 2005.
Right.
Joaquin Phoenix,
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon,
Yeah.
Robert Patrick. Robert Patrick.
Yeah. One or the other.
Yeah. The girl that plays Snow White in Once Upon a Time.
Couldn't tell you her name,
No.
but
Yeah,
she's in it.
Have you ever watched Once Upon a Time?
No.
Okay.
That's all. No.
What's wrong with you?
Well, there's a whole episode on that.
That's a psych file to open up if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
So this was your first time seeing this movie, correct?
Yeah, it sure was.
Yeah.
And I'm to understand this is one of your top movies of all time.
So as said before the movie started, if I'm allowed to count Back to the Future as like all three Back to the Futures as one movie,
Right.
Which I'm going to do,
Sure.
part 1, 2, and 3 of one story,
Right.
then I would put Walk the Line in my top 5.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I first saw it probably when it first came out. Like, I didn't see it in the theaters.
No.
But I probably saw it in 2005, maybe 2006.
Okay.
My parents rented it.
Cool.
And it was kind of one of those movies that even though I wasn't old enough to really care or appreciate the story, I don't know, for some reason we were allowed to stay up late. I don't know if it was a Friday night and it was the summer.
Sure.
But we were allowed to stay up late, and my parents watched Walk the Line. And so that's how I first saw Walk the Line. That's also how I first saw The Green Mile at an age far too young to see The Green Mile.
That's a very heavy movie.
And I haven't watched The Green Mile since, but I would very much like to. But for a long time, I just knew that it was terrifying.
Well, yeah.
And not something that I wanted to see.
Very serious movie.
So, so I wasn't old enough to really understand Walk the Line.
Mommy, what are those pills he's taking?
Yeah, but I was completely captivated by the music.
That's what I was curious.
Right away, I was just completely sold on the music. Probably didn't watch it again until I was much older.
Sure.
And that would have been the viewing that I pretty much fell in love with this movie. So fun fact.
Yeah.
This movie, unlike a movie like Bohemian Rhapsody,
right.
This movie doesn't have any Johnny Cash or June Carter recordings actually in it.
Right.
So it's all Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon singing.
Right.
And that was my first, this movie and this movie's soundtrack was my first real exposure to Johnny Cash.
Right.
And I love the soundtrack. I have the soundtrack on a USB stick plugged into my car that I listen to. I mean, there's other things on the USB stick, but
sure.
And so I loved the soundtrack. Learned all of the words to all of the Johnny Cash songs.
Oh wow.
And then branched out and listened to real Johnny, listened to the actual versions of the songs.
I see.
And I was like, I don't like this as much.
Oh, no.
Which, I mean, so they're still really incredible.
Right.
But I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe that the recordings for Walk the Line are, like the movie, are just cleaner, crisper tracks because they're new recordings.
Right.
And so I think that makes a big difference.
That could be part of it, for sure.
But I'm not 100% sure.
And it could just be like an issue of like, that's what you were brought up with.
That's the one I saw first.
That's what you were introduced to.
Right? Yeah. So Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon were my control group.
Right.
They were my unit of measurement for all other versions of those songs.
Right. Right.
So
that's
I
interesting.
still like Johnny Cash, but I will say that I listen to the Walk the Line versions of those songs far more often and enjoy them, I think, far more than the actual Johnny Cash tracks.
That's actually really interesting, just because that's so unique that there's kind of like the two branches of the movie soundtrack that's like sung by the actors, and then there's the actual artist who performed his, and Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. I'm very interesting.
That's not what I meant at all.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah. So yeah, this was my first time seeing it.
Okay.
I'm not like a huge Johnny Cash. I don't know a lot about him.
Okay.
But I was excited to watch it. It's one of those movies that I think just has a lot of hype. A lot of people have seen it, talked about it.
A lot of people have seen this movie
and there was
hold it in high regard.
Yeah, and like that opening kind of scene where you hear that like rhythm and that bass coming through in the prison. Like my feet start tapping, and I'm like, I'm pumped for this. I don't know why, but I'm really pumped. And like, let's get going, come on. And you paused it because you had to tell me something. I'm like, Brady, don't pause it. Keep going. I can't stop. Yeah.
It's good.
And so it's
so fun fact.
Sure.
So when the movie first, this can wait.
Okay.
I'll tell you this later.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll start out.
Okay.
So the movie starts.
Yep.
Young Johnny Cash. The movie starts in 1944.
Well,
okay. The movie starts
right,
and he's backstage at the Folsom Prison,
right,
live recording,
and then he goes back, right.
And so it's 1944,
sure,
and we see a little bit of development. A little bit of backstory.
Yep.
We find out that Johnny Cash's dad is he's a mean drunk.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of they're cotton pickers, the family, right? So they're not well off. They're living in an Arkansas field type thing.
Not only I'd say not even just a mean drunk, just like a generally abusive kind of manipulative.
He's not
jerk.
a nice guy.
He's,
But, so we kind of get a little bit of that. We're introduced to Johnny and his brother Jack.
Yep.
And Johnny really likes at this point he already loves music.
Yeah.
And there's a little girl on the radio. So there's the Carter family, which is big in sort of entertainment, the radio world at this point.
Right.
And they have the youngest of the Carters is a little girl named June, who's 10 years old. We can assume she's probably about the same age as John.
In the ballpark, for sure.
And so Johnny loves music. And his brother Jack is his dream is to be a preacher. Right, so he's learning himself the Bible forward and back. Now this is 1944, Arkansas. So at the time, it's being a Bible reading, hymn singing Christian. It's in.
Yeah,
it's the thing.
That's the go-to thing.
It's what everyone's doing. So it's not. There's certainly not a niche family. This is it's pretty common. I would assume, especially because they are somewhat hard done by, like they're not well off.
No.
And so in those moments of desperation, in those moments of lack of worldly things, it's maybe more common, more popular to have it, to reach out for faith, to find faith and to rely on faith.
Right.
So then something awful happens to Jack. Jack dies.
He sure does. Unfortunately.
It looks like he's working a table saw. Jack's probably 13. Yeah, and
definitely some violations of like child labor laws.
Nowadays.
Back then it was get to it, boys.
But so Jack's working a table saw and it jams or something happens, and essentially he falls on the blade. And cuts his chest up pretty good.
Right.
And Jack dies.
Yeah.
And Ray, who is John and Jack's father, not only kind of blames Johnny, but flat out, like, there's a line where he's like, he took the wrong son, they took the wrong, like,
just blatantly should have
kind of wishes that Johnny had been the one to be taken.
And not even
awful.
subtle, just point blank.
Oh, yeah.
Just
right to his face. Calls him nothing, says you're nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
So, unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, then we kind of jump ahead.
We jump forward
to when
he gets older and he's on his way off to the Air Force.
Germany, yeah.
Yeah, it's the early 50s
yeah,
at this point.
I think it was like 54, 55-ish.
Yeah, and so he's on his way to Germany.
Mm-hmm.
It's during the Korean War.
Yes.
Is it? When was the Korean War?
Yeah, in the 50s. I don't know the exact time, but 50s.
Right. Okay, I'm screwing that up with Vietnam.
Yeah, that's late 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's in the Air Force, and he's got a sweetheart back home.
And like he is head over heels for this girl.
Oh, yeah. And they only dated for a month before he took off to school.
And her father's kind of like the voice of reason here. He's like, hey, boy, you don't even know this girl.
Yeah, you're a little crazy, boy.
Yeah, but he doesn't listen.
Well, but I think it's just a testament to the fact that Johnny is passionate.
Yes. That is a recurring theme with him.
Yeah, whatever he's doing, he is 100% about.
Persistent.
Yeah.
Convicted. Yeah.
And so while he's in the Air Force, he buys himself a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
He starts writing music.
Yep.
When he gets back, he's working as a salesman. He's married now to Vivian.
Yep.
They have a child, another one on the way. They're kind of living in not the nicest thing, set up. And Johnny's struggling as a door-to-door home appliance salesman, basically.
And I'm not sure. There was something about that specific point in the story where I was just so on this guy's side. Like, just watching him go door to door, struggling, sitting on his porch singing out of key with his boys, like just kind of like grinding it out. At this point in the movie, I was like, this guy I can cheer for this guy. This guy is and throughout the movie it kind of goes back and forth, and it's like I kind of revert to going away from cheering. It's funny how he just that scene really stuck out to me.
So then the movie progresses, and he cuts an album with him and his mechanic friends.
Yeah,
his crew. And from there he starts touring, and it's during one of these tours. Well, while he's touring, the relationship between him and Vivian is becoming a little strained.
It was
he's putting sort of everything into this tour. She's unhappy about some of the teenage girl bathing suit photo fan mail that he's getting.
Right.
And I think it's fair to say that Johnny was struggling with balancing touring and being, having a family, right?
Time.
2 kids and
big
stuff.
Time.
And so it's during one of these tours that someone offers him some pills.
Yeah,
and he goes, well, what's this?
He says, why not?
Yeah, and he's, it'll just make you want to drive all the way to Nashville and have a good time when you get there.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I don't know. He's good. Come on, Elvis takes him.
And well, look Johnny's what happened to Elvis.
Yeah, absolutely.
We all know it,
It's the king.
Footnote, kids, don't do drugs.
Excitingly for Johnny, he's met his childhood starstruck
what
are you
fan
idol?
Crush
his childhood idol of June Carter,
sure.
And she's touring with them, so that's crazy exciting.
Yep.
Drugs take hold.
Yes.
Touring takes hold. Johnny starts sleeping around with fans.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of referring to, like when he was kind of trying to work for his family and working with his boys, like just trying to get something off the ground with his band. I was like, like this guy, I love this guy. And then he starts making some kind of sleazebag choices, and like, dude, I'm not going to throw stones at glass houses, but like, stop doing this. Like, what are you doing here? You got a wife and kids at home.
And I mean, there's probably no point. It's probably unnecessary to say that it's that all of that is realistic, because I mean, the story's true.
Yeah.
You know, but it is like, you can, when you're thrust into fame and you're thrust into, and your decision making is being heavily influenced by drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, even take the drugs out.
Sure.
Right. And I don't know if Justin Bieber does drugs,
Who
right?
knows?
But Justin Bieber I don't listen to his, I don't really know a whole lot.
Yep.
I know the Baby song that everyone, you know,
Baby.
but he was thrust, and Miley Cyrus, similar thing.
Right.
They were thrust into fame very quickly.
Right.
And when you go from being small time, and having a degree of personal privacy still, you don't have the paparazzi knocking at your door every second, watching everything you do, publicizing everything you do.
It's unlike anything else.
When you go from that to all of a sudden in the limelight, it's I can't think of anyone, I wouldn't myself, and I can't think of anyone who would deal with that in a healthy way. It's just too much. And so that's what happens to Johnny. He makes a couple of advances at June, tries to kiss her a couple times.
Right.
Eventually at one point she sleeps with him. A little while later, him and Johnny and Vivian split.
Yes.
At this point, Johnny's already been he's been caught for the pills. He's been arrested.
Yeah. Like, he's been at rock bottom.
His life is starting to, and he's heavily dependent. So we looked it up, what pills was Johnny actually taking, and the internet seemed to suggest that he was taking 2.
Speed and
he was taking speed, so he's taking some uppers.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing?
Barbiturates or something.
Right.
He
would take speed to like motor through and keep his energy up, and then to come down off of the speed, he would take some downers.
Right.
And it was kind of this vicious cycle.
Yeah. And he could only keep it up for so long.
Yeah, absolutely. And he he's screwing up tours. He passes out on stage at one point.
Yeah.
And so what eventually ends up happening is June and her family kind of rehab Johnny.
Yeah, they do step in and really kind of
like house arrest
for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they hold a shotgun to his dealer.
To the drug dealer.
Like,
the drug dealer shows up at the house. Yeah.
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 So I thought that was a powerful moment.
Yeah. And then he gets better, and then they tour again.
Yeah.
And then he proposes.
Like you said, like you alluded to earlier, like, he is just so persistent and convicted about things that he would just keeps hammering. It's like, will you marry me? Will you marry me? Will you marry me?
And it's one of those strange stories where he, like, when he cheats on Vivian with June Carter.
Right.
For me anyways, it's mixed emotions. Because I'm looking at it going, okay, you've got a family.
Yeah.
You're cheating. What are you doing?
Right.
And then the other part of me is going, that's June Carter Cash. That's the love that she will become the love of your life.
Right.
That's who you're supposed to end up with, which, I mean, doesn't make the cheating okay.
No.
But when you're watching the movie and you know the outcome,
it's when you have hindsight 2020, like, when you know the end of the story, it's easier to make a judgment. But at the time, I feel I was, to be honest, I didn't know what to expect this movie. So literally like 10 minutes in, when he wakes up next to whoever the actor is playing Vivian, I was so surprised. I'm like, who the heck is that? Because where's Reese Witherspoon? She plays his wife. And then I realized, she doesn't come in till later in the movie. But yeah, I mean, obviously he probably should have just his relationship with Vivian really wasn't that healthy, and it wasn't working out for either of them. So maybe they should have just cut it off. But it ended up working out eventually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that threw me for a loop. I was like, "Where's Reese Witherspoon?"
Yeah.
Did I Google the wrong movie?
So what'd you think of the movie?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I think I liked it. I mean, it just raises, like, every human being has a story to tell and has had trials and tribulations and whatnot. And so I guess I feel bad for Johnny Cash because he went through the grinder. Like,
right.
Whether it was through his home life and his upbringing and that kind of bleeding through, like he, even like through the end of the movie, and I'm not sure how much of this is real or not, but like he had some unresolved father issues that bled through his entire life. I thought as a side note, like I really thought his brother would have been more of a motivation, but it seemed more of like just ripple effects of his father relationship that kind of negatively influenced him versus like uplifting the legacy of his brother, so to speak.
As far as I'm aware, the movie is fairly accurate.
Okay.
I do know that it something that the movie leaves out is that a big part of his rehabilitation was faith, was God, and was you know, like that played. And because there was a while like in real life, there was a while after that, I think, where he started recording he got really big into recording gospel albums. That was a really big thing. So yeah, I but aside from that, I'm pretty sure. Now these biopics do always play. They have to play it a little loose and wild with the facts, because real life isn't always like, you can have a really interesting figure and an interesting story, but not all of the facts always are
legitimate
or like interesting 100%. Enough. Yeah. And also sometimes, like, for the interest of the flow of the movie, you'll take 3 events that happened over the course of 2 years, and you'll smush them all into one scene, so that the exposition is there, and that you can hit on the points that you need to hit on in order to, you know, make the story happen. So, because otherwise, every 5 minutes you'd be going, and then a year later, and then 3 months later, and then you know,
might as well make it a mini series.
Yeah.
So I guess, did I like it? I think I did. I mean, the only reason I'd say maybe I didn't is just because there's times it's not uplifting, because I feel bad for the guy, for everything that he went through. But I think I enjoyed it. It's a really good movie, from just the story of him to just an entertaining level. Like, there were so many times I was just tapping my feet.
Yeah.
I would be curious, just as a human being, how he felt about his life ongoing, because this movie kind of deals with his early life, then him kind of really down in the slums, so to speak. And then it kind of ends with him just kind of then going on with June, and then kind of moving on and going on with his life and kind of getting out of those slums. And I'd be curious to know, like, he kind of was, when he was going through rehab, he said something like, you know, I wish my brother had lived, because he would have made so many people happy and would have done so many things. And what the heck have I done? I've only brought bad things. I'd be curious how he felt, if he felt that he did bring good in the world, and if he was happy with what he did.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just randomly thinking.
I think in real life, I don't think that his struggle with addiction was over.
Sure, and that's accurate. Like, a lot of people struggle with it. It's a lifelong battle, right?
And so much so, like, I think even June maybe got into some stuff. I'm not honestly, I'm not 100% sure.
For this argument, that's okay.
But I do know, like, there were still dark days, and I think that who he was and a lot of the mistakes that he had made early on weighed on him quite a bit. Like, one of the last song that he records before he dies, is the song "Hurt."
Right.
Right. I cut
Right.
myself today to see if I still feel.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And what does it all mean?
Right.
And like it's yeah, like he was just a damned soul, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
But who made incredible music, and yeah, and who like okay, so
Yeah.
in reviewing the movie, because
Sure.
now I feel like we're just talking about
Sorry.
Johnny Cash. No, it's
Yeah.
fine. I just Joaquin Phoenix in this role.
So that I wasn't even excited because it's Johnny Cash. I was excited because it was a Joaquin Phoenix movie.
Yeah, and he's incredible.
I love Joaquin Phoenix.
He's so. The fact that he's about to be the Joker has got me tickled inside and out.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, I'm not a big Reese Witherspoon person,
Neither am I.
and she's charming in this movie.
A lot of it. Yeah, she is.
Like,
Yeah.
and she can sing, and and yes, if you listen to both if you listen to both Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon, and you compare them to Johnny and June Carter, Johnny Cash and June Carter, you can pick out a difference. You'd be able to tell which is which, but they've done such a good job. Like Reese Witherspoon spent a bunch of time with a voice coach.
Really?
First learning to sing.
Okay.
And then second of all, learning to sing with sort of the twangy nuances that June Carter sang with.
Right.
Because June Carter is, she was like part native.
Oh,
She was like native in her. I don't know if she wasn't like half and half, but she has some native in her.
Right.
And yeah, so she has like a real unique, identifiable singing voice, and you that comes through in Reese Witherspoon's performance. And Joaquin Phoenix didn't do any singing roles prior to this, I don't think.
I can't think of any.
And he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like it's just incredible, this movie from start to finish.
And a lot of other people, like, it got a lot of Oscar nominations.
Yeah. Don't think it won any.
It did.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
who won what?
So there were 5 nominations.
Okay. Best actor.
Best actor, best actress,
Yeah.
best costume design, best film editing,
Really? Okay, wait.
and
back
best
up.
sound mixing.
Best costume design.
Yeah.
That's interesting to me simply because, I don't know, put a black suit on him.
Well,
He's Johnny Cash.
yeah, but there's every other soul in that movie that needs to be dressed
Sure.
as if
Okay.
it's the
So
50s.
what were the other ones after that? Best.
So best costume design,
Yeah.
best film editing, and then best sound mixing.
Oh, okay, but not best picture.
No, I was surprised. I
mean, sound. I feel like sound editing in a movie about music is that's awesome.
Yeah,
I feel like that's something you strive
that is. Oh, yes. Do you know? This isn't my question, but do you know which one? So 1 out of the 5 won an Oscar.
I'm gonna go with sound editing.
No, not surprisingly, but surprisingly, it was Best Actress Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
So when
fantastic.
you kind of were saying that,
here's the thing. Because people talk about this quite a bit,
sure,
and they talk about it especially when it comes to Leo.
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, actually.
Leo's big Oscar snub.
Right.
And how he was in all these amazing movies and he deserved to win an Oscar. And why didn't he deserve? And here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not simply good enough. Like, okay, so being nominated for Best Actor is a impossibly prestigious honor.
Not every person.
Like that's huge.
It is an accomplishment.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
it's not simply good enough. You could have given the best performance of your life.
Yeah.
And still not, like, you know, there are many times that Leo gave incredible performances.
Yeah.
Oscar-worthy performances.
Sure.
The problem is that same year, someone else happened to give the performance of their life. And that's the thing, is it's not simply good. It's not good enough to simply have done incredible. It's not simply good enough to win, or it's not simply good enough to deserve an Oscar for your performance.
Right.
You have to deserve an Oscar for your performance, and there has to be nobody else who deserves it more.
Right.
And if you look through, and we can do this at some point. In some episode, we'll have it all prepared. We'll pull it up and look at it
for sure.
But if you look at all of the times that Leonardo was nominated and didn't win, all of the times that he was nominated, I look at and I go, he deserved an Oscar for that.
Right.
However,
so did
everyone
whatever
else who won each one of those years. I don't look at a single one of those and go, oh, they didn't deserve that. Right. I don't disagree with any of the winners and from any of those years.
Maybe we'll get into this around Oscar time. Maybe we could have an Oscar episode
in the wintry spring.
Yes. Let's not think about the weather, because I'm enjoying the summer right now. But we might
sleet.
We might get to this.
Slush.
Stop it. Be quiet, Satan.
Hell.
Maybe the Oscars should be more about a status of, did you accomplish a grading of this level to be an Oscar winner, yes or no, and not just an actual winner of a pool of people. Because if your movie or you're the best actor nomination and you're going up against Wicker Man, that's totally different than if you're going up for an Oscar in the year that Schindler's List comes out. Like if it's a strong year that there's a lot of strong candidates, a lot of amazing movies get overlooked as far as actual award winning. Maybe it should be more of a status accomplishment. Like there were 7 best actors this year. Next year there's just 1 because it was kind of a weak year.
And we can definitely get into that at Oscar season.
Absolutely.
Before we go any further, though, I'm just going to say I disagree.
Sure, and there's flaws to every avenue of how to solve the Oscars.
Simply because then I think like we're getting too close to this whole, we don't keep score. There's no winners. There's no losers.
There's a difference. There's a difference, because in mine there are losers. Wicker Man, you don't deserve to be here. You don't achieve this status of best whatever. Yeah. But in the year that Schindler's List comes out and 7 other amazing movies that are just, true. But we'll get there. Back to Reese Witherspoon. She won Best Actress. She did well.
Sweet. Hit me with some trivia. Actually, I will give you a fun little tidbit. 2 tidbits.
Okay.
The first one, and that's tidbit, not Timbit. It's not a Canadian thing.
Sure.
So the movie, early on in Johnny's career, at one point you'll hear him when they're at the Texarkana.
Oh, yeah.
And he does the song Get Rhythm the first time he meets Reese.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And he's announced as Johnny Cash and the Tennessee 2.
Okay.
And then later on, they hire a drummer.
Oh.
And he becomes the Tennessee 3.
Right.
But, prior to hiring a drummer, Johnny used to take paper and put it in the strings of his guitar because it created that snare drum sound.
Oh,
and he couldn't afford, it was before they could afford a drummer and a snare drum.
That's awesome.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The other one is, so the version of the film that we watched was so to carry on our conversation from last episode.
Sure.
This was the extended edition.
Oh.
Which I don't like. I know this movie very well.
Okay.
And there were moments in it I didn't recognize. So this was
really?
definitely my first viewing of the extended edition.
Oh, wow.
And there were some scenes that were just simply extended scenes, like some songs that went on longer than usual.
Sure.
The Reese Witherspoon's Jukebox Blues was one of them.
Okay.
That song, it was an extended version of it.
Okay.
So, which was great. Like it's it's a fun scene.
Yeah.
So there were scenes that were extended that I really liked and thought deserved to be extended.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were some that I was like, oh, I see why this was taken out. Like they weren't bad scenes.
No.
But I'm just like, this.
They weren't nice.
This isn't furthering the story.
No.
This doesn't really. It's
Sure.
not important exposition.
Sure.
It's not whatever. So
Yeah.
trivia me.
So, as we both talked about, we both are fans of friend of the show Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
My question is just a simple one.
Okay.
In his career, how many Oscar nominations does Joaquin Phoenix have?
Nominations. Okay, so there's Walk the Line. I don't know if he would have gotten one for Ladder 49.
Okay.
I don't know if he got one for Gladiator.
Okay.
Is this multiple choice or this is just
You just have to tell me.
pick a thing?
Yeah. I guess.
And then he was in the movie Her.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't think Her was Her was maybe too weird for Oscars. I don't know. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it's unfortunately low. I'm going to say that it's like a lot lower than it should be.
Okay.
I'm going to say 2.
Close. 3.
3. Okay, so Walk the Line.
So
let me get
chronologically.
Walk the Line.
So that's not the first.
No. Okay, so first one was Gladiator.
Correct. 2001.
Then Walk the Line.
2005.
And then
It's a movie I've not seen. Is the third one.
Her.
And I'm not sure if
Have you seen Her?
I've not seen Her, but it is not Her. That is not the third one.
Trying to think what else he's in.
To be honest, it's a movie I briefly saw.
So what is it?
It's called The Master. It's about a World War II vet who comes home and
I don't think
something
I've heard
happens. Of it. Yeah, it's vaguely familiar, but I couldn't tell you much more about it. So on the topic of biopics, so Brady, when I was doing some reading on this movie, there were mixed reception from Johnny Cash's extended family.
Okay.
So there were
the Cash estate.
Sure. There was everything from this was great. We really approve this. Like this was we give our blessing to this. There was that all the way to the other end of the spectrum where literally someone was quoted as saying this was horrible. It was the equivalent of having a root canal without anesthetic. So there was just opposite end of the spectrum. So Brady, in the probably like 10 to 15 years from now, when someone makes a biopic about you, how will you define if it was successful or not? Do you want it to get into the nitty gritties? Do you want it for your own pride? Do you want it to just skim over that kind of stuff? Like when your biopic comes out, which I've got the advance tickets for, what will you deem it as a success?
I mean, and here's the thing. I feel like maybe not everybody feels this way.
Sure.
But I do. Like if you were to embellish some facts, I think I've got the workings. Like if you go through my life events,
sure.
I don't think I'm just missing the climax. Like I've got some really good stuff.
Yeah.
But so anyways, I don't know. Is this an am I still alive or are they making this just after I die?
So I didn't think about this. I guess you're kind of alive. I'm not sure how much longer, but
kind of alive.
Well, I guess if it's 10 to 15 years, I hope you're around a lot longer than that. So you're alive. You're alive.
I'm alive. Okay. I don't know. I would probably want to be pretty meddlesome in it. Like
Sure.
I'd probably want to approve who is cast.
Right.
as me.
Right.
And who was cast as like the president, and who was cast as like.
For the record, Johnny Cash actually did approve of Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, so they met. They had dinner together at one point.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
The only thing I had read was Johnny Cash saw him in Gladiator and was like, "Yeah, he'll do.
Yeah,
he'll do."
Yeah. He Joaquin Phoenix like went over to and had dinner at Johnny Cash's house.
Oh wow.
I don't know if it was before. I think it was before June passed, but I think it was like before there was even talks. Like I think it was unrelated. I think it was coincidental.
Okay. Sure.
But I don't know that for sure.
Okay.
Who would you want? Who would you cast to play you? You'd have to be tall. How tall are you?
About 6'5".
All right. Yeah.
I mean,
that's gross. But
that's
so who would
insulting. I mean, the obvious choice would probably be, just for similarities, Dwayne Johnson.
I was thinking Stephen Merchant.
I don't know who that is.
Oh man, look him up.
I don't actually know. That's a really good question. I'm not sure who I'd want to play me.
I know who I would want to play me, but I don't know if like there's probably better, more accurate people. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I know who I'd want to narrate my movie. It would be between Morgan Freeman and David Attenborough.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm not sure who I'd want to actually play me.
I would want Leslie Nielsen to narrate mine. And I would want to be played by is Leslie Nielsen? He died, right?
He has passed away, unfortunately.
And then I think he's better looking than I am.
Sure. Leslie Nielsen?
Him too. But I'm thinking like, I'd be tickled pink if Ryan Reynolds played me.
Right.
I think that'd be fun.
Interesting. And Tom Cruise could play your nemesis. Tom Cruise would play me because I'm kind of your nemesis.
Cruise. We talked about that. Yeah. Tom Cruise is we'll get into that.
Yeah. But yeah, with this movie, it was set in the 50s, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Like I said,
50s and 60s.
50s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Wasn't the most uplifting, but it was accurate. It was real, and it was informative. I think I enjoyed it. I'm gonna more firmly state I enjoyed it.
I like it too.
Yeah, very serious, but I enjoyed it.
You ready to talk about what we watched this week?
I think so.
Okay.
The one thing I just want to mention, Joaquin Phoenix is short. He is shorter than Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash was 6'2".
Johnny Cash was a tall guy.
Joaquin Phoenix is 5'8".
I'm like 5'7".
So like I said, he's short.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it.
So this week, so you had recommended Trans-Siberian to me.
Right.
I did not watch it.
Okay,
so here's the thing.
That's okay.
Here's the thing. I just completely so our filming or our recording date got bumped around a bunch of times.
Yeah.
There's some crazy stuff going on. I recently just signed a lease for a new apartment.
Ooh.
So a bunch of stuff going on this week.
Why don't you tack it on?
I just while we were watching Walk the Line, I was like, son of a gun. Like I couldn't even think of the name of the movie that you'd recommended to me. So
tack it on to this week.
That means I have two to watch.
Right.
That's crazy. Okay, I will.
What are you gonna
sights and sounds and everything in there? But I'll make it happen.
Actually, by the time people are listening to this, sights and sound has happened.
Will be over.
That was one heck of a party.
We'll be done. Thank you.
My goodness.
It's too bad about that one fella.
Well, he had it coming.
Yeah.
So I did watch what you recommended. The Wonder Park.
Guilt trip.
Well,
let's pack our bags. Going on a guilt trip.
Yes.
What'd you think of Wonder Park?
It was okay. It totally tripped me up, them referring to the Wonder Park called Wonderland.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm like, dang, that's just down the road from us.
Theme park.
Yeah.
Wonderland.
I thought Jennifer Garner was a little buried for being like the most known star in that show, but she had like 10 minutes of...
She in this movie?
Jennifer Garner? She was the mother.
I didn't follow Annie. I don't know who Annie... I think...
And Mila Kunis is in it.
She's in it as the...
Pig.
Yeah.
The Chimpan zombies
Whoa, the Zim.
Chimpan zombies.
Yeah,
So hilarious.
they're so good.
So like you said, the beginning I watched. The middle I clocked out a little bit,
Yeah.
but then the end.
The end, you're like,
Beginning
I
and
care
the end.
again. Because the middle just kind of feels like
Yeah,
extra stuff,
kid
Oreos.
filler
It's just
stuff.
like the fluff.
The one thing in the middle, for some reason I really loved the straw sequences.
Oh,
The
with the
sound
slides?
effect that they used for those
Okay.
straw sequences. There was just something about the filmmaking aspect to that I was
Yeah.
like, I love what they've used to do this.
What was crazy to me about this movie
Mm-hmm.
was, like I said, like I didn't expect some of the adult content. Like when
Right.
the movie starts,
Yeah.
and not like adult
Mhm.
content.
No.
But
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like the sort of the catalyst that moves the story forward
Mhm.
is mom's got cancer.
Yeah.
Like mom's left to go to like she's in and she's been hospitalized and is
Yeah.
having like chemotherapy
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy Pete.
And like there's some deep psychological underpinnings here of this child being overprotective of dad's health as a result of this. Like she's overcompensating because she can't control, like she's just reeling with this issue of her mother being so sick that she's just trying to protect her dad.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
It's very, very heavy stuff.
Yeah.
For a kid's movie.
And then I don't know if it happened with you. When mom comes home, I cried. Well, like I said, I didn't cry,
No.
but I was like, I didn't cry. But I like,
yeah.
my eyes got a
Sure.
little glassy.
That's
I was
completely
like,
reasonable.
Holy cow.
I can understand how that would happen because it was emotionally charged. I personally didn't react that heavily,
Okay.
but I can totally get that.
Okay.
I thought it was going somewhere different. Just because at the end, they're talking about like, yeah, there's that dark cloud. The darkness is always present, but we have to.
You thought mom was gonna?
I thought mom was going to die because
Okay.
the dark cloud is always present. And even there was a sequence, I wrote down the quote. June is in the living room and she's like, wait till I tell mom. And dad says something like, well, June. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to drop the hammer. But
they didn't.
Thankfully, she was fine and everything was okay.
Oh, that's good.
I gave the movie on my algorithm a 5.5 out of 10.
Oh wow, that's low.
And I think it was just hurt because like I probably wouldn't watch it again.
Right.
Like there were just some things just because the middle section was just kind of bland that kind of dragged it down.
Okay.
But the movie itself, it was kind of like Up. Like there's some sequences in Up that it's like very emotionally powerful, but then there's a lot of kiddie stuff in there. So, and again, because it's 5.5 out of 10 doesn't mean it's a bad movie. It's just a flawed system that I
Sure.
used. But it was a good view. That's what I gave it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other movie that I watched this week, that I will be recommending to you.
Ooh.
I'm gonna kind of do what you did,
Okay.
where you were like, "Oh, this one didn't get voted for, so I watched it anyway."
So that was incidental.
No, I know, totally. But so was this.
Sure.
My sister was in town and she hadn't seen Bohemian Rhapsody.
Are you
so
going to
we
give a
watched
shout out?
Bohemian
You've mentioned her,
Rhapsody.
so
No,
okay.
not till the end. Then I will. Then
Okay.
that's where the shout out belongs, Pete.
Shout outs belong.
Yeah, so
where
we watched
decide.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
You want me to watch that movie?
Yes.
And how will I get this movie?
I have the Blu-ray.
You
I will
purchased.
I will put
You
this, no, it was
purchased?
purchased for me.
Oh, I
It was
see.
a Valentine's Day present.
Sure.
I got that. I got a nice black like bath towel set.
I don't need to know everything that you
And
got.
on Blu-ray, I got both the first and the second Grumpy Old Men,
Okay.
which is a crazy thing to have on Blu-ray. Like, who has that movie on Blu-ray?
Old Men.
You don't know?
I've seen them. I've seen
Okay.
the first,
Grumpy
probably the second. I know what you're talking
Jack
about.
Lemmon, Walter Matthau.
I know
It's
it.
incredible.
The Odd
Yeah.
Couple.
Yeah. What else did you watch? What's your recommendation?
I'm really conflicted. I don't know what to recommend to you.
Okay.
So the one is something I've seen before. So when I watched it this week, I'm not sure if I want to recommend something new, relatively speaking, to me, or something old.
I mean, there's the chance that whatever it is, I've seen it, right?
I
So
know
you
for a
could-
fact you haven't seen any of
Okay,
them.
calm down.
I'll tell you. Okay. I think I'm going to go with the thing that I just watched because I'm not sure what I think about it, and I'd like to get your opinion and we could talk about it.
Okay, I have a guess as to what it is. I think I know what it is.
I will bet you $10,000 you won't guess what it is.
Well, you tell me what it is. And I'll
No,
tell you if I
you
was
tell
right.
me.
No.
No, that's not how this game works.
I'll type it out. I'll type it out right here.
For those who are listening, God bless you for listening to this show because we really appreciate it.
I don't. Okay, there, I typed it out.
Okay. So the movie I'm going to recommend to you is called Hold the Dark.
Look at my screen right now, right in the search bar. What's that say?
You came close. You said Handle the Dark, so I'll give you half points for that.
That's full points, I think.
It's a Netflix original, but yeah, Hold the Dark, 2018
Okay, Hold
thriller.
the Dark and Trans-Siberian.
Yep.
I'm going to write those on
Both?
each butt cheek.
Both are thrillers, actually. One's a thriller kind of suspense. This Hold the Dark is thriller adventure. So, yeah,
Cool.
enjoy.
All right. I'll give a shout out to my sister, Brenna, who apparently, I found out, watches Walk the Line like every 2 weeks.
Is that hyperbole? Like
No.
every 2 weeks?
Dead serious. That's what she told me. And then like on the opposite week, she watches Ladder 49. So I think she's got like a Joaquin Phoenix thing.
But
No, I'm dead. Well, I mean, maybe not like sits and watches, but like it's on in the background.
I've got so many questions.
That's so good. Well, there's no.
I mean, I'm not dismissing it or challenging it. I'm just, I've got some questions.
But it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I mean, sure.
So until next time.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Will be soon.
Very soon. Yeah.
Actually, I think if this is Sunday.
Yeah.
And don't quote me on this. Don't quote me.
Don't, Brady. I'm just gonna drop
No.
I'm gonna. Can I drop a Top Gun check quote here?
I don't know.
Because you love
I've never
Tom
seen
Cruise.
Top Gun.
Don't write checks our bodies can't cash.
Oh, my body can cash.
So just be careful of the promises you're gonna make here.
I'm not making any promises.
Okay.
I'm saying don't quote me on this.
Oh, okay. Then proceed.
But there might be a bonus episode this week, like in the next couple of days, and it might have something to do with a monkey.
Yes.
Yeah, and a bird.
Yep.
And a pig.
Mm-hmm.
They call him Mr. Pig.
Right.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.